understand traditional cooking of any sort from any country, Asia or Europe, in Germany, wherever it might be, have an understanding that in their traditional recipes they always use these products. And what we're doing is presenting that to them, and we think that if you're going to cook something, you should use something in the way of oil, and your choice of oil should be first in your recipe, because it's so important to get your fat content correct within your recipe. And then if you pick something that's going to complement what you're cooking, you've already got a successful dish, because you don't have to do a lot of spices, you don't have to do a lot of technical knowledge, because it's all there, because you're cooking with a natural flavour. And a lot of people already are using olive oil and some other oils that are out there, and some of those are good and some aren't. But what we're saying is that when you're cooking, the fats that we are putting into the marketplace are or will contribute to flavour and enhancement of the meal and make you appreciate your meal a lot more. A lot of people using, for example, your olive oil, as you mentioned, will use olive oil to cook their fish, will use olive oil to cook their poultry, will use olive oil to cook their chops, will use olive oil to cook their roast, will use olive oil to cook their potato. After a while, it all tastes like olive oil. But if you use a different cooking medium, a traditional, unaltered type fat in your cooking, whether it be a dripping or a lard, then you're actually adding to the flavour of what you're cooking, adding to the substance of what you're cooking, and you will notice a difference. And I always say that when you start using cooking oil for your products, it should make you hungry as soon as you start smelling that oil. And the fat does that, and that stimulates your tummy, stimulates your appetite, and makes you appreciate your meal a lot more. One of the big differences between the whole range of vegetable oils and our sort of products, there's probably two differences, major differences. What we present is a product that has not been physically changed its molecular structure. It stays the same. It is the same material that your grandma used to use. It's the same material as her grandma used to use. It's coming from the animals associated with each country's culture and each country's food traditions. And as such, it adds their own flavour to those traditional dishes. Basically, most of the vegetable oils are what we consider short chain in their molecular structure, as opposed to our products, which we consider to be long chain. The longer the chain, that it means the longer the distance between the links of joining of the molecules within the molecular structure, the less opportunity you have for oxidation. And oxidation is not actually what you want in your cooking oil. It makes the life of the oil shorter, as opposed to a longer chain, which will increase the length and usage of what you're using. I've been making it all my life. We're actually a third generation company that has made these products. We made the dripping, we sent that to England during the Second World War, so we've been making fat for a long time. We produce them because we believe in them. We produce them because they are Australian, they are made from Australian produce, they are manufactured in Australia, here in Australia, and by an Australian family. We treat the products in the traditional manner. We treat them as if you were a boutique winery. We do not homogenise product, we do not deodorise product, we do not hydrogenate product. They're a natural product and contain nil additives. So what you are getting is what your grandma used to use and what your family used to use, whether they came from Australia or from another part of the world. Your traditions are embodied in these products, and that's why we do what we do.